Hey guys, thanks so much for joining in the webinar today. We've got a packed house today, so try to stay online. If you get disconnected, I can't guarantee you're going to be able to get back in because, as I said, we do have a full house. I'd hate for you to miss out on the information I'm about to give you all. As I mentioned to you all beforehand, this webinar is purely for education. There's nothing for sale. I'm not trying to sell anything. I just want to get this information out there and teach you guys how to lose weight. So as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you today how to lose weight and lose weight fast. The beauty with this is you can do it without having to go to the gym or without, most importantly, starving yourself. The information that's in here is the sort of stuff that if Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig knew it, they would not be happy because it's this sort of information that would put them out of business. My goal in this webinar is to teach you a breakthrough strategy that I've come up with to help you lose 5 kilos in just 2 weeks. Not just quickly, but safely as well. Before we start, I want you to grab yourself a pen and paper. I want you to be able to take notes through this because there's going to be a lot of information that you're going to want to take notes, you're going to want to have to refer to later. I'm going to be giving you a lot of information in this webinar, so I want you to be able to take it in and refer back to it later. Turn off as many distractions as you can. I know the kids are probably running around in the background. Pop on a Disney movie for them, give them some popcorn, keep them down and quiet so you can really dedicate your time to listening to this and taking all the information in you can. Turn off your phone, turn off your Facebook, Instagram, all your notifications. Don't want that popping up halfway through and distracting you. I don't want you to miss out on any of the information that's in here because it's just so important. If you stay till the end, you'll find out the tips and techniques of how I've helped thousands of busy mums lose 5 kilos in just 2 weeks. Not permanently, but safely as well. The main goal of this is to teach you how to do it and how to keep it off for life, not bounce back in a few weeks' time. I want you to learn how to keep this weight off and get it off safely. I know a lot of people say this might sound impossible, but when you listen to the simple tricks and tips that I give in here and the secrets that I tell you in this webinar, you'll totally realize that it's completely possible to do. So stay tuned all the way to the end. So my name's Nathan Brammer. I'm going to share one unusual tip through this webinar that I invented that will allow you to experience the slimmest, sexiest body of your entire life. There's nothing better than jumping out of bed in the morning, looking in the mirror and just feeling amazing, looking amazing, and really, really happy with how you feel. I'm an industry-leading weight loss and empowerment coach. I've been working in the fitness industry for over 10 years now. I'm the creator of the #1 weight loss program for busy mums. I'm a regular contributor to multiple online health and fitness websites. I'm a world-class expert in weight loss mindset techniques. I've been there. I know what it's like. I know how to get your mind in the right position to be able to tackle weight loss and be able to manage your health properly in the long term. I'm the founder of my signature online coaching system through my company 360 Fitness and Wellbeing. As you can see, I've been there. I've had the dad bod. I've been completely out of shape. I've gotten myself turned around and I've brought it back to where I want to be, to what most people would consider an athletic and healthy build. I now maintain that after many years of struggling to maintain it. I can now maintain that build. The reason I do this is because of these 3 little champions. These are my 3 wonderful, lovely boys. I dedicate my life to them. I know what it's like growing up and looking at them, feeling out of shape and wondering, you know what? I don't know how long I'm going to be around for them if I keep letting my health deteriorate. I do this because I like helping other parents and other mums especially know they're setting a good example for their kids. My boys, as you can see, are fairly fit and active little things. I like to be able to set a good example to them. I don't want them growing up and looking at me being unhealthy and thinking that's normal and that's how we should be living. I want them growing up looking at me and thinking, hey, that's a really good role model to follow. I want to be around for them as long as I can, more importantly. I want to keep myself healthy so I can stay around for as long as I can to watch them grow up and grow into the big, strong men they are. That's my world. That is exactly why I do what I do for these 3 boys. I'm nothing special. I've been through all the ups and downs of weight loss myself. I've always thought that, I'm not good enough to follow a workout plan. I'm not going to stick to it. I'm not dedicated enough. I've always had that kind of mindset. I've always been, busy 9-to-5 jobs. I've got the 3 boys, as you can see. I've always been dedicated. Always been one of those people that dedicates all my time to other people. I've never really given time to myself. It's always been, I'll look after my health. I'll do it next New Year's resolution. Or I've always been one of those people that, I'll start Monday. Monday's always a good day to start. And it's always, that Monday never rolls around. It's always that next Monday. It's always that next New Year's resolution. More importantly, I never really trusted any of the exercise plans I saw. A lot of them were too convoluted and too technical to really follow easily and know that I'm going to stick to it long term. There was just too much going on and too much to follow. But I created this transformation program, and the day I created it, it completely changed my life forever. It completely changed my way of thinking, and it completely changed my way of approaching weight loss and health over the long term. What makes my program unique compared to a lot of the other ones out there, compared to pretty much all of them out there? There's no need for awkward exercise machines at the gym. We've all seen those cable machines. They got pulleys and cables and dials and switches and all sorts of ugly stuff on them that make them big and scary and can be a real pain in the backside to use, to be honest. There's no need for any of that. There's no sweaty cardio. There's no jumping on the treadmill and slogging it out for half an hour to not get the results. There's no restrictive diets. I know what it's like trying to cook for a family. I know how limited time can be, and I know how picky some kids can be. There's no restrictive diets. The meals and the food that I'm going to teach you how to eat, very, very easy, very, very family friendly, and very easy to manage around everyone. There's no prepackaged foods again. I know some of those, there's programs out there that will cost an absolute fortune because you've got to buy their prepackaged foods. There's none of that involved. And most importantly, there's no dangerous pills, potions, or lotions that you have to buy as part of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you the secrets of how to make fat burning easier, long term, forever. Even after following pregnancy. My wife has had our 3 lovely boys. I know what it's like after pregnancy. You're trying to lose that extra little bit of stubborn weight that you can never really get off. I've worked with mums that have got newborn kids. I've worked with mums that have got teenage kids that have grown up and moved out of house. Yet they're still struggling to lose that last little stubborn bit of weight. Yet when we get them working, I teach them these secrets, suddenly that last little bit of weight just vanishes. Women naturally have twice as much of the fat-burning hormone called leptin than men do. What I did is I found out how to activate it, which you'll find out using my second secret later on in the webinar. What I'm also going to teach you to do is how to never rebound weight again. We've all been there. We've all done the yo-yo diets. Lose a bit of weight, gain a bit of weight, lose a bit of weight, gain a bit of weight. I'm going to teach you how to stop doing that after you finish this program. And I'm going to teach you how to do it permanently. Nothing worse than losing a bit of weight, getting a bit of confidence, then putting it back on again. I want to teach you how to lose the weight and lose it for life. Never ever put it back on again. All at the same time, losing it from those trouble areas that everyone seems to be stuck on and can never get rid of that stubborn weight. Your stomach, your hips, your butt, your thighs. All the time, building that energy up. We've all been there. We've done the slogs on the treadmill. You get off, you feel exhausted. You've got no energy to look after the kids, to cook dinner, to do everything you need to do. I'm going to teach you how to reverse that. Lose that stubborn weight off those problem areas, building up your energy all at the same time. As you can see, the results speak for themselves. This is Claire. I've worked with Claire for quite a while now. This was after the first round of program that we ran with her. After I taught her these secrets, she tried all the programs under the sun. You know, all the fad diets and shakes and all that sort of stuff. Could never get rid of that stubborn belly fat. She was carrying a little bit extra on her thighs that she didn't like. She had a bit extra weight on her backside that she didn't like. I taught her these secrets, and you can see within a few weeks, the difference in her before and after photos, this is just in a matter of weeks, is remarkable. She lost all that stubborn fat. She's got more energy than ever. She feels amazing, and she looks, as you'd agree, absolutely amazing. Over my years, I've done a lot of things right. I've gained a lot of muscle. I even got the six-pack that everyone tries to chase. I cut out all the junk food and all the excessive eating, which for someone who loves to cook and loves to eat as a passion, that's very, very hard for a food addict to do. I've put myself through ridiculous programs, lost extreme amounts of body fat over the years. I've helped thousands of busy mums transform their lives for the better. And most importantly, not just their lives, that flow-on effect to transforming their families' lives and setting a really good example to their kids and the rest of their family. It's an amazing transformation. I've created this breakthrough weight loss system, and I've shared it with the world, as I said, with thousands of mums that I've worked with over the time. As you can see, I've gotten myself into a shape that I'm really, really proud of. And I'm happy that I'm in this shape, but I wasn't always in this shape. Over the years, I've spent many, many years yo-yo dieting. I said I've tried a lot of different things. I've tried all the programs, the shake diets, the pills and potions, and everything else under the sun. I've spent thousands of dollars. I wouldn't even like to think how much I've spent on all these different mod cons and pills and potions and gadgets and goodness knows what else. But nothing gave me the results I was after. Yes, I'd lose a little bit of weight. I'd start getting in a bit of shape, but never really to the point that I'd look in the mirror and be happy with what I see and be happy with the results that I got. The body shape just wasn't getting there. I always had that stubborn little bit of fat. I'd lose a little bit of weight, lose a few kilos, lose a couple of centimeters, but I never lost that stubborn weight that just kept hanging around. Didn't matter how hard I worked, didn't matter what I did, just could not get that stubborn weight off. And I'd get up in the morning, I'd look in the mirror, really not happy with what I saw. I just felt horrible. I looked horrible. Because I looked horrible, it just brought my whole mood down. And it's really not a nice way to spend your days feeling like that. After slogging on and off for 10 years, as I said, I've now been in the fitness industry for 10 years. And over that time, I discovered this weight loss secret. Ultimately, your weight loss is controlled by one master hormone. It's as simple as that. I also discovered that due to evolution, it has made it much more difficult for women to lose weight. That's because the leptin signal that is in your body through your hormones that tells your body to burn fat is disconnected due to pregnancy. Obviously, when women are pregnant, their body needs to hold on to as much fat stores and as much energy as they can to keep themselves and to keep bubs safe. During pregnancy, that signal from the leptin hormone gets disconnected in your body, and it makes it much harder for women to lose weight post-pregnancy. There is an advantage to this though. Women actually have twice as much leptin as men, which is a really good thing. It means that you have a much higher fat burning potential in your body than most males do. The difference is it's just completely untapped, especially after pregnancy. That connection in your body between leptin hormone and your body gets switched off, and it's just completely untapped. It's all sitting there ready to go, but just not using it. What I learned as part of my research into this is it's not how much you exercise and what you eat, it's the way you exercise and the specific foods you eat that can influence your figure remarkably and really get you that weight loss you're after. If you eat and exercise in the way that I'm going to teach you through this webinar, I guarantee you will lose 5 kilos or more in the next 2 weeks, safely and permanently. Keep that weight off for life. Don't let it come back on, and do it very, very safely. I discovered this the hard way. As I said, it's taken me 10 years to figure this out. I've been working on and off for longer than that in the fitness industry, but I've been dedicating my life to the fitness industry for at least the last 10 years. I found this out the hard way. I had to put the hard slog in. I worked around the clock when I figured this out. It was just so groundbreaking. I worked around the clock to put this weight loss program together and really kind of get this information out there and teach people the tricks and the tips to get this working. The advantage for you is I've done the hard yards. You get to cheat and take the easy way out. If you're like me, everything you've done up to this point just hasn't worked. You've done the hard slogs on the treadmill, you've tried all the different programs, you've tried this and that, and you still get that stubborn weight hanging around. Well, now you know why. I've done the 10 years worth of hard slog and research and figuring out why it doesn't work. The beauty is you get to take the cheat way, you get to take the easy way, and I can teach you how to do that. You don't deserve to feel crap. You deserve to feel amazing. You deserve to feel the way you want to feel. Nothing worse than getting down on yourself because you try a new program, it doesn't work, you lose the weight, you put it back on, or you just don't get the results at all that you're after. You don't deserve to feel like that. Fortunately, there is a much easier path for you. My easy to follow 12-week exercise and nutrition plan for busy mums, it shows you step by step the process to building a fat burning metabolism. The process that most mums do and most people in the gym do these days trying to lose weight, really long, drawn out, boring cardio. It's the last thing you want to be doing. The worst thing in the world that I see, and I hear this from a lot of clients day to day, is they reduce how much they're eating. Only 1 or 2 meals a day, or even worse, they start starving themselves and don't eat for an entire day, eat 1 meal, eat very small meals when they do, and really kind of starving themselves, constantly feeling hungry. They exercise too much. Going and pushing themselves far too much, it's not going to help you. All it's going to do is going to hurt the process. You're going to be sore and achy. You're not going to have energy. You're not going to feel good to do stuff afterwards. It's really going to put you in a bad place to look after your family and look after the kids. Or they exercise in the wrong way. It's going to get you the wrong results. You can't expect results doing the wrong types of exercise or the wrong style of exercise, you can't expect to get the right results from doing the wrong work. If you want the easy way to get into that flattering pair of jeans, that beautiful evening gown you've been wanting to fit into for years, that you fit into before the kids, want to get that sky high metabolic rate, even while you're resting, even while you're sleeping, I can help you get into that slim, sexy physique that you've always wanted to get into. I know you're probably thinking, he's going to push another pill, another supplement like a lot of folks do. Completely not true. There's no pills, there's no potions, there's no supplements involved in this. There are 3 secrets to success. Secret 1, I'm going to teach you how to discover the tried and true proven metabolic override strategies that guarantees permanent fat loss in females. 100% guarantee. Secret 2, you'll find out how you can control your weight loss rather than letting it control you by manipulating one simple variable. The last thing you want to do is have your body control you. You should be in control of your body, and you should be in control of how it looks, how it feels. Secret 3. This one weight loss trick helps spike female metabolism and keeps your leptin levels sky high. If you do this one weight loss trick starting today, you will immediately increase your fat burning ability and energy levels even while you're sleeping. That's the beauty with this, is you don't have to be awake, you don't have to be exercising for this to be working. If you get your body working for you, it'll work for you 24/7, even while you're sleeping, even while you're working, even while you're resting. It's an amazing, amazing trick. The first secret, eat more protein. You want to increase how much protein-rich food you're eating every day. For approximately every 100 calories of protein you consume, you'll burn off about 25 of those calories just breaking that food down in your gut. Your stomach and your body will actually use 25 calories, a quarter of the food you're eating in protein, to actually just burn it off. So automatically you're already getting a loss there. Think of it this way. Each time you eat a protein-rich meal, you'll kickstart your metabolism for a good few hours after while it's digesting. What that means is your metabolism to burn off food and get your body processing food is going to have to work overdrive to burn off that extra protein. You're going to get rid of more of it. The beauty with protein is it also helps make you feel fuller and stay fuller for longer. So there's no more of that getting starving in between and really kind of getting those hunger pains and wanting to have those unhealthy snacks in between your meals. Your top choices for proteins, your chicken breast is one of your best one, your turkey, lean beef and seafood, whey protein powder, which I quite often use for snacks and things like that in between when I need a quick little top up, or I'm running late for work, or we're taking the kids off to sport. I'll make myself a little protein shake, get that protein intake, and I feel full for a good few hours afterwards. Obviously, we've all heard of superfoods. Your things like kale, spinach, broccoli. There's plenty of sources. You don't have to eat meat to get your protein. I work with a lot of people that are vegan, and there's plenty of protein sources you can get through things that are non-animal product. Chicken breast, turkey are obviously your best, your eggs, and obviously, as I said, all your superfoods as well. The second secret, you can reset the way your body utilizes the leptin it has. What this does is it permanently turns your fat burning switch on and never lets it drop again. Imagine how much faster and easier it's going to be for you to lose weight when your master fat burning hormone, the one that does all the work for the fat burning, is working for you instead of against you. Imagine how much easier that's going to be for you to lose all that weight when your body is actually wanting to burn that fat off rather than working against you and not doing anything. The difference between it is day and night. Can you picture how much firmer and flatter that stomach's going to be, and how much better you're going to feel when you look in the mirror, and how much sexier you're going to feel when you can get your body burning fat and getting that stomach nice and flat back to where you want it to be, tighten those buns back up, get the backside back to where you want it to be and the thighs where you want it to be. Imagine how much sexier and better you're going to feel about yourself. It's amazing. It's literally night and day. So this is Joanne. Joanne's a single mum. She was fairly active prior to having Bubs. For 12 to 18 months after she had a baby, she tried everything. She really kind of struggled to get rid of that last little bit of stomach weight. She came to me not sure what to do. She'd tried the training she used to do. She'd tried stuff that she'd heard on the internet. She'd tried all sorts of different programs. Nothing was really getting rid of that last little bit of weight. We sat down, I asked her a few questions, and I established that the training she was doing and what she was eating really wasn't turning on that leptin switch for her and really resetting her body and getting her body working against her. So she was kind of pushing it uphill and fighting a losing battle against her own body. We came up with a program for her. We came up with a nutrition plan for her. And as you can see, she's in an amazing shape now, even better than she was before Bubs, because she's now got her body working for her and got that leptin switch turned on. The high levels of leptin help speed up your metabolism and signal your body to burn the fat off. Low levels of leptin, like Joanne had prior to coming and seeing me, slow your metabolism down, actually signal your body to store fat, which, as I said, during pregnancy, your body wants to hold on to that as much as it can to keep yourself and keep Bubs safe during pregnancy. Obviously, it wants to store as much fat as it can and keep as much energy resources there because your body's working overtime trying to grow this amazing life inside of you. After pregnancy, though, there's nothing to tell your body to turn that leptin switch back on. Forcing it through training and through the right nutrition and tricking your body to switch that switch back on has amazing, amazing results. Evolution, unfortunately, has made it very difficult for women to lose the weight. Leptin signal, as I said, to burn fat becomes disconnected due to the demands of pregnancy, like I mentioned. It's very hard to get that switch to turn back on afterwards without the right ingredients. There is a solution to turn the tables on your genetics, though. You can reset the way your body utilizes leptin. This permanently turns your fat burning switch on. The trick is, it doesn't just turn it on for a small amount of time, it turns it on forever and it never lets it drop again. This is Julie. Julie has 3 kids. She'd pretty much become resigned to the fact that she wasn't going to get back into the shape that she was prior to having the kids. As you can see, kids have all grown up. They're all at school. There's none of this new baby weight that she's still carrying around. She was struggling to keep up with the kids. She came to me lost. She was struggling to keep up with the kids. The kids are fairly active. She was struggling to start with them and know she was getting out of breath, and she was kind of getting a bit worried about where that was going to end up as the kids got older and more active, what that was going to mean for her. What we did is we sat down, we came up with a tailored program and a meal plan. She's been working hard on that, and as you can see, she's in some of the best shape of her life. She's lost around 80 pounds. She's reset her body's use of leptin, and her body is now working for her instead of against her. She feels amazing. She looks amazing. Her husband's happier than he ever has been. She's happy that her husband's happy. Her life has just done a complete 180 since before she started working with me. It's amazing to see, and it just makes me so happy to see these sort of results in people. The third secret: proper training techniques. As I said, I've worked with people like Joe before that know training, that know how to exercise, but the exercise they're doing just aren't quite the right ones to really get that body switch back on. The trick is to superset your exercises. Focus on big compound lifts and perform interval training throughout your routine. Supersets are a pairing of 2 exercises back to back with little to no rest in between, ideally no rest. In between those sets, you rest for 30 to 60 seconds. For example, something like the lunge followed by a shoulder press. You'll perform a set of lunges for however many reps in the routine, say 8 lunges, followed straight into 8 shoulder press. You then rest for 30 seconds and you repeat that for however many sets you've got to do. Doing this style of training has a massive cardiovascular benefit. Not just the weight loss, but keeping yourself fit and active, keeping your cardio system working right. It helps to reduce your blood pressure, it helps to reduce your stress, and it just makes you feel amazing, gives you a massive energy burst at the end of your exercise. A lot of people might be asking, what on earth is a compound lift? It's a term that personal trainers use and people within the fitness industry use to describe a certain style of exercise. Compound lifts use 2 or more muscle groups. Generally, they span across 2 main joints in the body. So there's lots of examples for them. These are probably the more popular ones. Things like your bench press, push-ups, lat pull-downs, shoulder press, deadlifts, which have got to be one of my favorites, leg press. We've all seen some of the machines that use it. There's plenty of these things you can do without machines as well. And pretty much any movement that's going to get across 2 main joints and use multiple muscle groups all at the same time. The trick is to combine both of them for the most optimum metallic boosting workout you can do. You don't just do compound sets, you don't just do supersets, you do compound exercises in the supersets. So for instance, as I said, you can do bent over rows and push-ups. You can do deadlifts, you can do leg press. Something that's going to incorporate the best of the best across both. We incorporate that with what's called interval training. Interval training is when you alternate periods of intense bursts of all out, like 110% exercise, with periods of low intensity exercise. Generally, it's around 10 to 20 second intervals of intensity. Literally go all out for that 20 seconds, hard as you can, rest for 20 seconds, all out for 20 seconds, rest for 20 seconds. You can do this across multiple different exercises and movements. This is Dr. Azumi Tabata. Dr. Tabata is well renowned. He worked at, he was the dean of a massive university school in Japan of sport, health and science. He's been known as the one that came up with the Tabata protocol. He spent many, many years researching the best way of getting, the quickest and shortest way you can get the best cardiovascular exercises in the most intense way in the shortest amount of time. He came up, as I said, with what was called the Tabata interval. If you go to most gyms these days, you'll see Tabata workouts everywhere. What it is it's essentially 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery for 4 minutes. That was where they boiled down to being the sweet spot of getting the most effort and the most effect out of the shortest amount of time. They tested on multiple high-end athletes for a very, very long time, did a very big scientific study about finding out which way is the best way to improve your cardiovascular health and which way is going to get the most impact and calorie burn out of a body. 20 seconds, 10 seconds recovery, 10 minutes of high intensity exercise, 4 minutes total of high intensity exercise. Tabata protocol is well renowned. There's umpteen different offshoots of it these days, but that is the best of the best. Tabata is the way to go. If you don't believe me, that's fine. After all, most people, the question I usually get is, if I want to burn more calories, don't I have to work more? It's a mistake I see a lot of people do in the gym. It's a mistake I see with a lot of students I start working with. They'll think they've got to go and work for an hour, 2 hours, even longer in the gym to really get that last little bit of stubborn fat. In some sense, yes and no, but really, you want to work smarter, not harder. Why would you work for 2 hours when you can get the same amount of effort doing a specific set of exercises in a much shorter amount of time? The problem with working for longer and working for bigger and bigger exercises and longer routines in the gym, the stress levels on your body go through the roof. You'll hit a certain point that you just mentally won't feel good. You'll just feel stressed all the time. You'll feel exhausted. You just don't feel good. Unfortunately, with that, a lot of people will make bad food choices because they're feeling tired. They get home from the gym and I hear the excuse all the time, it was too late when I got home from work. It was too late when I got home from the gym. I couldn't get to the gym on time. I just grabbed whatever I could on the way home. Unfortunately, grabbing whatever I could on the way home turns out to be Macca's or KFC or something completely unhealthy. Overall, it just ends up bombing out and you end up going backwards because you're not making the right choices because you're just too tired from over-exercising. Old habits die hard for most people. If you're someone that's looking for this week's fad diet, the magic pill to make everything work, the gimmick that's just going to snap the fingers and everything's going to work for you, this program's not going to work for you. If you're looking for something different to that, then it's time for you to make the change. There's got to be a point in your life that you look at and you say, hey, I've tried XYZ for umpteen years and it hasn't worked. Why would you try that again? It just doesn't make sense. We're creatures of habits, us humans. Quite often, we will just go back to it because it's what we know. We don't know any better. Well, that's why I'm putting this webinar out there, is to try and teach you guys how to improve without going back to your old habits. The fridge is the great example. Jump in, looking for something quick, rather than without knowing what to eat, we just go for the first thing we see. We always like the sweets, we always like the chocolates. This is a trap. Really, really big trap. The past 30 minutes, would you agree that it's been time well spent so far? You've got something out of it. You've learned something new. I'm hoping you have. Unfortunately, I can't cover everything I need to in this webinar. 30 minutes just isn't enough to cover everything I know. 10 years worth of knowledge and 10 years worth of research just isn't going to cram into here. Even if I had all day with you face to face, I probably couldn't cram it all in that as well. What I'm going to do is I will give you the opportunity to discover a program that will teach you everything you need to know on top of what I've already taught you through here. This program is only for people that are ready to really put down all that gimmicky pills and magic pills and quick fixes. It's really for people that want to follow a proven step-by-step program that is going to prove lifelong weight loss for them. So if you're really ready to change your life, this is the system for you. If you're after a quick fix, it's really not going to suit you. Get excited. I know a lot of people will assume this system is going to be extremely expensive. It has transformed a lot of lives. As I said, I've worked with thousands of mums over the years that have tried everything under the sun and nothing else has worked. Whereas they've tried this program and it has worked for them. I know a lot of people think, well, it's going to be really expensive. With all the value and everything that I put into this system, really it probably should be something that costs a fortune. Generally, my hourly consulting fee for some of the biggest nutrition and supplement companies in the world is over $500 an hour. However, for the first 10 mums who click on the link below this webinar, I'm going to give you a free 15-minute coaching call. Through that call, we'll discuss your ideal meal plans, your workout routines, and a blueprint to start your ultimate lifestyle. Get you on the road, give you a blueprint and a map to start following to get you on the way. Generally for these coaching calls, I usually charge about $250. You're not just going to get the 15-minute coaching call. Just for watching the presentation, following the link below and watching this presentation, I'm going to give you my Busy Mum Nutrition Plan. It will show you, black and white, how to lose 5 kilos in the next 2 weeks safely. I'm going to give that to you free of charge just for following through on watching the end of this webinar and clicking on the link. My online coaching I'm very proud of it. It's a lovely community of thousands of busy mums that have either started their transformation, they're only new to it, and they're just finding their feet and finding their way to a lifestyle of health and well-being. There's a lot in there that have been where you have now, and they're in a much better place now, and they've found their amazing new body and they've found their amazing new mindset. They've been there for a while, but they're really, really good because they know how it feels, and they're really good at supporting all the new mums that come into the program. This is also where I connect personally. Everything from coaching calls to accountability calls to goal setting, teaching everyone basically everything I know. It's so much more that I put into this community. I'm very, very proud of it. And it's something that I love to be a part of, and it's why I do what I do. It gets me a buzz every time I connect with everyone in my community. I've got a lot of feedback from my students over the years. Very, very lovely words of encouragement and very, very lovely feedback in terms of the exercise they've had and the program results that they've gotten. As you can see, there's too many to list. These are some of the newer ones that I've been working with. Amazing from young mums to 41-year-olds to grandmas to I've worked with everyone under the sun, and the feedback that I get is just so positive and lovely to hear that from people. It's what drives me to keep pushing and helping more and more people. So who has this work for? Mums with little to no time, most importantly. I know what it's like working around the 3 boys, trying to find time to fit everything in. Mums with terrible genetics. Everyone blames their genetics, everyone blames their body, but there's nothing that can't be tricked and there's nothing that can't be reset. Mums with slow metabolisms. That's another one we hear quite a lot, and it's one that I quite often get from students. Oh no, I can't lose weight, I've got a slow metabolism. Oh, I'm getting too old, I've got a slow metabolism. That's rubbish. If we teach your body how to reset, and that's all it is, your body's just forgotten how to turn its metabolism on and get its leptin levels working for it. If we teach your body how to do that, your metabolism will jump back up. There's no reason it can't. This is for mums that think they've tried everything, because I can tell you now, if you've tried everything and you haven't lost weight, you haven't tried this program. This program is for mums that think they've tried all the pills and potions and programs and exercise routines. This is for them. As I said, for the first 10 mums that apply, they'll receive a free 15-minute fitness strategy call with me that will focus on your meal plans, your workouts, and give you a map to start your blueprint towards your ultimate lifestyle. We'll have a chat about your goals, figure out where you want that ultimate lifestyle to be, so that in 6 months' time when I see you, you can say, yep, this is where I am, this is where I wanted to be. That is valued at over $250 is what I normally charge for that call. But for the first 10 mums, I'm going to do it completely free. As I said, it's only for the first 10. For the length of the call, you'll see why I have others paying me $500 to $750 an hour for my advice and for my coaching and nutrition plans. The first 10 mums, I would love to open up to more, but due to time constraints, I just can't open it up. The first 10 that act on this are going to get that free 15-minute call with me. I really want to help as many people as I can. And by helping that 10, I'm hoping to spread the word and get it out to more mums and help more mums. Let me show you what to do. So all you have to do is click on the link below or go to 360fitness.com.au to my website, and I'll give you a call. Fill out the form that's on there. There's a few basic little questions just to kind of get an idea of who you are. I'll give you a call within 24 hours if you're one of the lucky 10 mums. That's all you have to do. Nice and simple. Click on the link below, fill out your details, and I will get in contact with you within 24 hours. And the results of the program speak for themselves. This is Amanda. Amanda really wasn't happy with the stomach and the love handles that she was starting to develop over the years. She'd tried steady state cardio like most mums. She'd joined up the gym with all good intentions. Wasn't really sure how to do resistance training, had kind of fumbled around on some of the weights and some of the machines, just using the instructions on them. She basically spent her time in the gym doing nothing but steady state cardio for months and saw absolutely no change. She was really getting disheartened and really kind of getting down on herself, thinking she was always going to be stuck like that and never improving. I came across her through social media. We sat down, I had a chat with her. We figured out exactly what she was doing in the gym and where she needed help and what her goals were like. She wanted to get into shape. They were coming into summer. She really wanted to get into shape. She was turning 30. She wanted to, 30th birthday, she wanted to look better than she'd ever had. We sat down, came up with a program for her, came up with a nutrition plan. Over a matter of months, she lost 10 kilos of fat. She gained around 6 to 8 kilos of muscle mass. And as you can see, she looks incredible. A complete 180 from what she was before. She was happy and whatever before, but deep down inside, she just really wasn't pleased when she looked in the mirror, and she really wasn't where she wanted to be. She looks in the mirror now and she jumps for joy. She's so over the moon with where she's at. This is Susan. Susan saw herself in family photos one day, hadn't realized how bad her weight gain had gotten and how out of shape she'd gotten. Happened to be looking at some family photos of a family get-together and saw the extra weight, saw the extra love handles and the spare tires hanging around, and was really kind of getting down on herself. She'd suffered from depression previously due to postnatal depression, and she could feel that starting to come on just because she felt so down on herself and so depressed about how bad she'd let her health get. She wanted to get in shape. They were looking at going on family holidays. She was wanting to get in shape for when they went on holidays and lose that extra weight so she could go on holidays and go down to the beach in a swimsuit and not be worried about being covered up and having to wear the t-shirt and boys' board shorts down the beach. Over the course of 6 weeks, Susan lost 15 kilos in fat mass. She's still losing a lot of weight now, getting herself even further than what you can see in the after photo in this set. She looks incredible even in this photo. She looks even more amazing now. She's kept that weight off. She yo-yo diet for years prior to this. She's kept that weight off, and my goodness, she feels amazing. She went on the family holiday. She had the best 2 weeks of her life, and she just looked incredible. And everyone was so impressed when she met the family on this family holiday that hadn't seen her in a while. The change in what they saw in her from before was incredible. As you can see from the photos, she's lost an amazing amount of weight. This is Chloe. Chloe was starting to get worried. She'd put on a little bit of weight and just gotten a little bit comfortable with life. She was starting to get a little bit worried that husband wasn't finding her as sexy as he used to and really wasn't kind of as affectionate as he used to be. That made her very, very self-conscious in herself. I can only imagine what it'd be like feeling that within your own mind. She really wanted to get back to that bikini beach bod that she had before kids. She wanted to have a husband be more affectionate and find her attractive again. We came up with a beautiful little program for her. We got her leptin working, we got her body switched on, we got it working back towards her rather than fighting against it. She wanted to ultimately get toned and tighten and basically just shrink everything back in and get all the loose bits all tightened back up. As you can see from the photos, she now feels better than she ever has. She's got more energy and so much more body confidence than she's ever had in her entire life. She looks incredible. She feels incredible. When I talk to her on the phone, you can hear it in her voice. She just so much more energy and so much more brightness to her voice. It's incredible to listen to. So you've got two choices. You can do nothing. It's your first option. That's fine. Don't take the leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. There's no risk to that at all. That's fine. But your second option, you can apply at go to 360fitness.com, apply there, give it a shot. You never know. You may be one of the lucky 10 mums that gets on first. You win that free coaching call with me. We sit down, we have a strategy call. We come up with that blueprint for you to start working towards your ultimate life. Either way, you get that 2-week meal plan and that 2-week busy mums plan to show you how to lose that 5 kilos in 2 weeks. You've really got nothing to lose. As I said, I'm going to show you in that plan how to lose 5 kilos in just 2 weeks. It is incredible. If it works for you, great. If not, I'm still going to give you that busy mum nutrition plan if you apply through the link. The real question is this: is it worth you gambling a few minutes of your time to check out the website, which, even if what I've been telling you now does half of what I've claimed, it's going to pay for itself. Imagine the massive boost in your self-confidence and self-esteem when you start losing that weight and seeing those changes in your body, just from the few simple tips that I've told you through this webinar. There's really nothing to lose. Other opportunities will claim to help you. You just have to switch on the TV and see the home shopping networks and umpteen different opportunities that are going to claim to help you lose the weight. But this is the only program that will give you that metabolic override strategy to guarantee permanent female weight loss. Permanent weight loss, not just for the 6 weeks that the program's running, for life. So what to do next? Get you to answer a few questions, and I'll call you within 24 hours if you're one of the lucky 10 mums. All you have to do is go to that website, sign up, and I'll get in contact. If you didn't sign up immediately, there's a couple of reasons. Reason one, you've got the answers to losing weight, which is fine. You know what to do already. You've just jumped on here to see what's going on and see what it's all about. You may already have all the answers. That's fine. Reason two, you've tried it all before and nothing's worked. So understandably, you don't trust this transformation program. Completely understand. Reason three, the problems you're having with your weight really haven't caused any pain, either emotionally or physically. You haven't felt that gut-wrenching tap on the shoulder from the doctor because you've put too much weight on, or trying to keep up with the kids, or you just haven't felt that emotional or physical pain yet to really want to make a change in your life. As you can see, the program works, not just for women, but for men as well. As I said, the first 10 mums, I really, really want to help you out. All you have to do is apply to go to 360fitness.com.au, click on the link below this webinar. I will call you within 24 hours, answer the few simple questions that are on there. I'll get in contact with you if you're one of the 10 lucky mums that gets through, and we'll have that 15-minute strategy call to get that blueprint in place for you. I really, really appreciate your time. I cannot thank you enough for watching this. It's really good to see we've still got a packed house right at the end. I hope you've all gotten something really, really important out of this and taken something away. Hope you've taken notes. As I said at the start, you need that notepad. Hope you've taken notes. I hope you're going to get a lot out of this. And I really, really look forward to hearing from you, seeing everyone's transformations and seeing all the changes everyone over the next few weeks. As I said, all you have to do, apply to 360fitness.com.au and I'll call you within the next 24 hours. Even if you're not one of the 10 lucky mums, you'll still get that busy mums workout. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching and I'll talk to you soon.